Aaron Rodgers this weekend, FanDuel posted a picture of him wearing a Chicago Bears uniform. Be honest, he looked pretty good. Yeah. I think a lot of Chicago Bears fans were fantasizing about what it would have potentially been like to have him on the squad. Obviously, the Patrick Mahomes stuff, because he could have been a Bear as well, is something that always there. But looking at Aaron Rodgers in another uniform, you never really expected it. You always thought Aaron Rodgers, who said to us with a straight face, he said he understands that the Green Bay Packers organization's narrative has always been that guys are going to have to finish their careers elsewhere, but he wanted to be the difference. You know, he wanted to be a guy who was a Green Bay Packer through and through from beginning to end. From that first opening night, draft night, where he had to wait 22 picks or whatever it was, and then he goes in to be Brett Favre's backup, and there's a little bit of contentiousness where one player's on his way out, one player's on his way in. Now they're good friends, and how he's won a Super Bowl and a championship and been the most talented quarterback potentially to ever grace the NFL. And he said he wanted to be a Green Bay Packer through it all. Till the end, he said.
Legacy means a lot.
Legacy means a lot was his exact words. And the fact that he could go out, with the Packers is the same way he went in would mean a lot to him, especially in his Hall of Fame speech.
He was a Bears once.
Then the Packers came in and shit all over him. They said, excuse me, whether you're done or not, we got a new quarterback waiting, just like you were waiting for Brett Favre. We got a guy that we actually traded up for, if that means anything. So now the expectation is that Aaron Rodgers will finish his career elsewhere. That Chicago Bears picture this weekend, he looked great. I mean, he looked unbelievable in that thing. So if we could find that picture, that'd probably be the right move. He looked unbelievable in there. And Ty Schmidt, who's a diehard Packers fan, he said, listen, Raj would never, ever be a Chicago Bear, no matter how good he looks in that uniform, which was very good. Unbelievable. So now the thought is, which team will Aaron Rodgers end his career with? And if you look up quarterbacks that are ending here in the next couple years, there's a couple spots. Pittsburgh Steelers are a winning franchise. They're somebody that loves their quarterback. The city of Pittsburgh loves their team. They'll sell out a stadium every single week, just like the Green Bay Packers fans. And they have a defense over there that, if Mike Tomlin's around, will always be good. Will Aaron Rodgers go to the pit? There's him. Look how good he looks in that Chicago Bear jersey.
Always a Bear.
Oh, my God. He looks unbelievable in that thing.
Blue looks good on him.
Oh, my God. The dark color just looks so good.
Orange makes his eyes pop.
Unbelievable.
Well, he would never. So
we don't know if he'd go to Chicago Bears, which, by the way, Nick Foles and Trubisky in a couple years, who knows what's going to be happening there. But another team you have to look at, I think, Tampa. You don't know what's going to happen with Tampa with Bruce Arians in a couple of years and Tom Brady. How about down there in New Orleans? What if Taysom Hill isn't the guy and Aaron Rodgers is out there with Sean Payton as a tag team? What about the Patriots? Patriots might not have a quarterback in a few years. Will Aaron Rodgers expect a massive payday because the Patriots won't be able to do that? There's a lot of teams that are potentially looking down the road 3-4 years thinking, hey, we have a real shot at this Aaron Rodgers guy who's potentially the most talented guy to ever play football. We could have him on our squad. And as a Packers fan, that has to be a kick right into the grundle.
It is, but I want the best for Raj. So hopefully wherever he goes, if he doesn't finish in Green Bay, it's to a team that doesn't have a bunch of traitorous, backstabbing cocksuckers in the front office trying to push him out right when he gets there.
And who would that be?
I'd love seeing him in the black and gold. I really would.
Him in Pittsburgh would
I would love seeing him.
Imagine him jogging out of that tunnel in Pittsburgh.
Oh, my God.
And then how about going into the fourth quarter, Raj got the boys out there. They're on maybe their own 20, down 6. Oh, mama, I'm in pain for my life from the Aaron's giving his fist pump to
man.
Here we go, Pittsburgh.
He's probably thinking too, like, I could get like an elbow surgery. That's like probably like, who knows how I'm going to feel after. Then they still won't draft a quarterback. Like, that's a pretty nice situation.
Or even bring in another guy to go. Like Cam Newton could have potentially been there. He said, no, we want Ben to be comfortable. We want Ben to know this is his squad. They'd probably be very thankful. But Aaron would probably be very thankful with the way that team would treat him. And maybe he does end up in Pittsburgh. By the way, maybe he ends up in Indianapolis.
Ooh, I'd love that.
The Aaron Rodgers in Indianapolis would be awesome.
You guys would be best friends.
Yeah,
that
potentially.
Colt blue would look damn good on him. It would.
Yeah, but it's going to happen. And that is a real life thing that's going to happen 3 to 4 years down the road. And that is so far gone from now and removed from the current moment we're in. But boy, it will be an interesting time for this show and for the football world when Aaron Rodgers does his Tom Brady and moves out where.
As long as he doesn't stay in the division, which if I know Raj the way I know Raj, he'd cut his own throat before he'd play for either the Vikings or the Bears or the Lions.
Was that before or after draft night?
Before and after. I mean, see, that's the thing that the front office doesn't really have. But Raj, I mean, he respects the Packers and Packer fans, even though the front office clearly doesn't respect him.
I believe I heard in my headphone that Foxy said he wanted Rodgers over Stafford.
No, I did not say that. I actually agreed with Ty and said get him out of the division. The Lions have no chance when Aaron Rodgers is in the division. Let's just be honest about it, boys.
How come the Lions see that, the Bears see that, the Vikings see that, but the fucking Packers can't?
Great question.
Because Gutekunst is a fucking cocksucker. That's why.
Jesus, I mean,
He is.
He's got a point.
I don't know if you. I mean, are we ever going to be allowed to interview anybody? No. I mean, I guess
I
we've
was
already
going to say that fucking ship sailed on
way
draft night.
gone. Way gone. All right.